What about the Alp?
Wait, what'd you say?
Alp.
Like
a TV
ALP?
show about the aliens?
No, that one's scarier. That's even scarier than what I'm thinking of. I know.
That's terrible.
It's terrible.
I kill me.
Alf.
Fantastic.
Hey, looky!
Tell us about the Alp.
The Alp is it's kind of interesting. So, do you mind if I tell a little story about the Alp? I mean, I know you probably know a little bit more about the Alp.
No, go ahead. Impress me.
We've spoken about sleep paralysis in the past, and even my personal experience with it. In my instance, it appeared that aliens or some ghostly presence was to blame. But in German folklore, the blame is placed squarely on the Alp. The Alp is an elf-like creature with behavior likened to either an incubus or, in some ways, a vampire. They are short little bastards, and they're always... Because they are. They're short little bastards that are always seen wearing a magic hat known as a Tarnkappe, 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 that gives them power, such as invisibility. So that's why you can't always see them. They just pop up wearing their little fancy hat.
Like the mannequin in today's special where he like puts it on and he's alive and you take it off and he's a mannequin.
Yeah, same time. Or Frosty the Snowman.
Okay,
Same sort of thing.
Happy birthday!
Also, Alps are shapeshifters. They can morph into the shape of a cat, a pig, a dog, a snake, or a small white butterfly.
Oh, that's
Pretty specific
cool.
amount of
Wow.
things. Yeah.
I know.
Well, they have a lot of things with them. Hats and
But here's the thing.
shape-shifting.
Regardless of its shape, it'll always be seen wearing its quaint little cap. So if you see a butterfly going by with a little
hat.
cap on, beware.
Oh my gosh, how
Or
cute.
a pig just trotting down the road.
Wearing his
They're
Sunday's
like,
best.
that is the damnedest hat on that little pig.
That's a dapper pig.
Does the hat change sizes? Is the butterfly trapped underneath just a normal sized hat?
I think it's like Mr. Fantastic's clothes. It can warp with him. Now the Alp will sneak into its victims' rooms at night as they sleep. It will mount the chest of its victims and inhabit their dreams and cause nightmares or even night terrors.
Just fucking the hell out of their chest.
Oh, doctor, I had a nightmare.
The weight of the Alp will slowly increase, crushing the chest of the sleeper until they awake terrified and breathless, or they never wake up. Now, they also drink the blood of the sleepers, sucking the blood out of the nipples of men and women alike.
Damn.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, they actually suck blood to the nipples.
Well, I mean,
blood out of your
you put a nipple on a bottle, you suck it through there, so might as nipple on,
There was
on
blood.
some
I don't
dude.
Just takes a lot of work. For a dude, you really got to go at it.
You gotta have really fatty cheeks.
Yeah, you gotta really want it.
But they do actually prefer the flavor of breast milk. So they do actually
doesn't?
have a thing for pregnant women.
If
But
it's,
who
an
doesn't?
if it's an either-or situation, I'll probably go with the breast milk, too, honestly. Blood or breast milk.
Give them the option.
One is nutritionally viable.
Yeah.
You know?
One is blood.
Still nutritionally viable. Now, some believe the Alp to be a demon, but they can be created in several ways. If a woman bites a horse collar during a painful birth, the child may become an Alp.
What?
If
I remember
Wait.
reading about that. It's so the concept of shaming
Horse
women
collar?
for like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
for giving painful childbirth is so old that it's like you couldn't even bite on a horse collar without somebody being like, "Your baby's cursed. It's going to be a demon."
Yeah.
That's awful.
There's nothing they can do. Another one is that if a pregnant woman is frightened by an animal,
No, I'm.
their baby can come out as an Alp. If you're pregnant,
Wait a
you just have
minute.
to stay in a room and make sure nothing freaks you out.
So, like, if
But
you're
isn't-
pregnant, you have to be this, like, beastly, unafraid,
Yes.
can't feel any pain.
Yes.
Ah!
Are
Like,
they giving
woman.
birth in a barn? Like where there's just
where else
animals
are you
like
gonna-
staring them
What are they
down?
also going to do it in the kitchen?
Right,
Because
exactly.
you've got in the same place an animal that might scare you and a horse collar. Because it's not like exactly in a hospital where they're going to be like, oh, bite down on this. Tastes like horse.
I looked it up to see if maybe like the horse collar was a thing. They coated it
Yeah.
with something to see if it was just like a piece
straight
of
up horse
leather
collar.
that she could
Here,
bite down
chew on
on.
this.
And if you did that, it was shameful, and it was something that like was looked down upon. I was
Oh,
like,
you had to
Jesus
use
Christ.
it's basically the epidural of now. Oh,
Right.
you had to have a horse collar. When I was growing up, we didn't need horse collars.
I had a lava birth.
We would lay in lava and give birth to children. We were fine.
Yeah.
You pussies.
We prayed to Vulcan, the god of lava, and we liked it.
Kids are so pampered now.
Tell me about it.
Now, some would even believe that stillborn children would return from the grave to torment their families as Alps. The Alp also has a mischievous side to it. They will ride horses to exhaustion during the night, so they'll be useless during the day. They will curdle the milk of cows or simply suck them dry because they love that milk. And they will also crush small farm animals to death or cause illnesses within a flock. Another weird one that I saw everywhere when I was studying this was when a woman changes a diaper, she has to make the sign of the cross over the diaper, or an Alp will re-diaper the baby with the soiled diaper. So it's just a way to explain, oh no, I totally changed the diaper. That Alp must have put it back on. Here, let me go get it.
Well, but also at the same time, pretty much verbatim signaling out women.
Yeah.
It's never like men.
Oh, no.
Men can kill their baby in the river. That's fine. No Alp.
Right.
But if a woman touches the baby...
And she ever wore a hat...
I don't know. That last one is a little bit lazy husbandish. No, I told you I did change the diaper. That Alp must have put it back
It
on.
was that stupid Alp.
That crazy Alp.
Such a strange concept of that was the first time I heard of re-diapering a baby. Right? Like, who even
put it back on.
What son of a bitch even thought of that?
That's a lot of work.
Right.
A lot of work
Really
for a
is.
small payoff. Now, there are many ways to defend against or to trick the Alp. You can place a broom under your pillow. How comfy.
What?
Yeah. Hang iron horseshoes from your bedposts.
Okay, I've heard that one.
You can place your shoes on the floor touching your bed with the toes pointed towards the door.
Okay.
And that's all it takes, just every night. No Alps for you.
Done.
Or you can sleep with a mirror on your chest.
No,
Just
no.
what's more comfy than that? Just, I guess...
Like a small one?
I don't know.
So
I guess they're small.
Big,
so
right, big enough so that the Alp can see himself and be like, what am I doing?
Not like
Yeah,
a four-leg...
You can really think. You can
It gives
really
them a
think about it.
self-realization
Yeah.
moment of
Like,
like,
That's
is this
good.
really what I
Right.
want to do with my life?
Starting to give you the nightmares, and he's just, man, again, another
am
night.
I?
It's Wednesday night, and I'm doing this again.
Who
They're
have I
like-
become?
They're like 8 inches high, and they come right into like the doorway in the frame. And they see the shoes pointing out, and they go, "I could take a hit."
You don't want me.
I do not want it here.
As it slowly turns around and does multiple quick takes back. No.
There's less you get to kick old Alp around. Quoting Nixon there.
Well, for being a Germanic demon, they have a really close tie to American
it's
politics, obviously.
Weird.
Can't get away from it.
A person with constant night terrors should urinate in a clean new bottle, hang it in the sun for 3 days, and then carry it. And here's my favorite part. And then carry it without saying a word. I saw that multiple times. You put your urine in a new clean bottle, hang it in the sun for 3 days, carry it without saying a word to a running stream, and then throw it over your head into the water. Because you make sure you're not like, hey guys, just gonna take my 3-day sun-brewed pee, gonna go chuck it in the river to get rid of that Alp. No, you can't say that. You gotta be really sly with this.
Somebody sees you creep into the stream or whatever with a jar, like, oh, don't talk to him. He's
I know
taking
that.
care of an Alp situation. It's
Right.
just-
That's like friend code.
Yeah.
He was eating asparagus for like a week. Don't even talk to him.
Bobby, why are you hiding that gallon of lemonade?
Don't you worry nothing about that, Ma.
All right, on your way.
Thanks, Ma. You're really cool.
Now, if you awake with an Alp on your chest, you can ask him
Scream.
to yes, that's
you
the
can
first.
scream.
That's your first response usually. But you can ask him to come back later and either borrow something or have coffee or drinks, and the Alp will dash off and then return in the morning for its reward. Now,
Aw.
when it returns, it will often be in its other form, because many believe that during the day they appear as normal people, but with their eyebrows touching. So when you see someone with a unibrow, that's an Alp, my friend. That's
Oasis.
an Alp right there. The whole band Oasis, every member of Oasis has always been an Alp.
So is this mainly a cautionary tale about how you should always assume to be the better person in life? You should always reach out to another creature, another animal?
Sure.
I feel like these people gave the Alp way too much power.
Yes.
Like their whole lives. And like, how often are you supposed to run into an Alp? These are a lot of rules and things to remember.
Like
Yeah.
gremlins.
And like, how often do they
Right.
come by? You're like, oh shit, coffee? What was
Shoes
it?
and,
like,
a
shoes.
It's like
mirror.
OCD to teach your kids how to do things right. Always make sure your shoes are tidy. and everything. It's just basically a way to scare your kids into doing housework.
A lot of stuff with horses.
Yeah,
always.
it's like it can be a squirrel, it can be a butterfly, it can be mailman, it can be a number 2 American pencil, it could be. It's like all of these. I don't know. It's all wearing hats.
Wear your nipple guards at night.
Right.
Now, if you plug or stop up all the holes, even keyholes, into your room, it will stop the Alp from entering. But if you do it while they're there, you will trap the Alp, for they always leave the same way they came in, which gives you a little interesting little story. In the city of Boole, a man was experiencing night terrors and chest compressions that are associated with an Alp. So one night, the man laid in bed awake all night, waiting for the Alp. At the stroke of midnight, a cat slipped in through a hole in the wall. The man quickly plugged up the hole, caught the cat, and nailed one of its paws to the floor.
Whoa.
Then went in the other room, went to sleep. The next morning,
Get him, Alp.
he found a beautiful naked woman laying in the cat's place. But I'm guessing wearing a hat. I'm guessing wearing a hat is too. I didn't mention, but it's a
So not fully naked.
Yeah, it was just with a hat. So
Her head was not naked.
yeah, her head was not naked.
Jensen?
So it's a beautiful naked woman wearing a hat with her hand nailed to the floor.
Accessories.
However, the man was so taken by her beauty that he not only let her go, he married her. And they had a long life together, and she even bore him 3 children.
While still nailed to the floor?
No, he let her go from the floor. He peeled her off the floor. It made housework a bitch after the first few weeks. He's like, all right, let's get her off the floor.
She was just like, that was so romantic.
Let me tell the story again, guys. Let me tell the story again.
He unnailed me from the floor.
He didn't have to do that.
Second night.
He didn't have to do that. Second night, totally unnailed me. So, one day, after having a long life together, gave him 3 children. One day, they were both in the room, into his bedroom, when he said to her, look, this is where you came in. And he unplugged the hole. The woman immediately turned into a cat, ran through the hole, and was never seen from again.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
Classic cat
It
shit.
had just
right?
been
Yes.
waiting to go the same way it came in. So just like, fuck you, fuck the kids, I'm out of here, I'm a cat.
Where's mommy? Well, mommy went to the store to get some cat food.
For herself.
Extra CEO of Starbucks, a cat? It's like she was just like the mayor of a small town. Like, where did the mayor go? Some reports say she's a cat.
So, whether they are blood-sucking demons or mischievous little imps, one would be smart to always avoid the ire of the Alp.
That's a very, very insane story.